Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices, and starting with the DAX here, and I thought we'd just have a look at the monthly chart. And coming back all the way to the tech bubble in 2000 here, we've got the top of cycle degree 3, and then we've got an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here for wave 4. And as you can see here, this wave 4 low here hasn't taken out this this pattern here, and you could also look to just visually see that more of an impulse wave than a corrective wave as an A and a B and a C wave here. But I have to point out on the S&P 500, this low here is below this low here. Okay, so the DAX won't be going anywhere out of sync at this degree of structure without the S&P. So it's best to label this as wave 4 here. So from wave 4 here, we're looking for 5 waves up of primary degree here to wave 5 here. And also from this wave 4 here, we're counting 5 waves within this structure here. And as you can see, we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're moving up into wave 5 here. So going to the weekly chart and picking it up in this wave 4 here, this wave 4 here, up to this wave 5 here. We're looking at wave 1 and 2 here, a nice clean 5 waves, powerful wave 3 structure here of 5 waves for wave 3. And we've been looking at this as a triangle pattern, but I also know too that it can be counted like the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 as well, in terms of this being up for wave 1 here, back for wave 2, up for wave 1, back for wave 2. But not that it matters at this stage, but we'll just continue to watch this. But main point here is that whichever count that I look at, we should be completed on this current low down through here. So just looking at this bigger picture here, on the daily chart here, with wave 3 here, an A and a B and a C and a D and an E here, and then looking, we called this low in here, and we're starting to see this move up through here now, which is fantastic. There's going to be resistances here, of course, the resistance from this high to this low, the 61.8% mark. The trend line coming through here as well is also going to give this a hard time here, but let's go in and have a look at this on the hourly chart here, this low here. So this is it here. Now I'm going to count it like this here. So wave 1 here, wave 2 here, 5 waves up for a nice strong third wave here, and this is complicated through here. And this last little structure didn't finish very well. It finished in 3 waves. So finishing in 3 waves must make it a triangle pattern. So from wave 3 to wave 4 here must be a triangle pattern. And triangles only occur in wave 4s or wave Bs. So that's why I'm calling it in here. And then we're looking for this to be the 5th wave up through here. Now, it looks like it can be counted as wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, but it's possible for it to also have another little move up here to have, this is what I'm not quite sure about, got to get my head around it. It's possible to have another little move up to here. And not that it matters at this stage, because what we want to, the main trade within all of this will be this wave 2 here. Okay, so if this wave 1 is in play here, then we're just going to continue down with this here into a B wave and a C wave coming into here, and then moving up. But if not, then we have to move up to here and then have our A wave, our B wave and our C wave here, and then move up. So it's one of those patterns here, and I'll be able to work it out along the way, but and not that it's a big deal. What we really want to catch is we want this wave 1 and 2 correction to be in place here, and this is the perfect place for it to be at here at 12,000, at the 500 rather, this level through here. If I go into the tick chart here, need to get a bit more data in here. This will do anyway. So this is what I was thinking from this wave 4 here. See how it finishes in 5 waves, 3 waves and 5 waves. So that would be a D wave here and an E wave here. And then I'd need to look at this as wave 1 and 2 and 3 here and 4 here, and then the extension in the 5th wave here for wave 1, back for wave 2, and all this here for 1 and 2, and all the 3rd wave here and 4th wave and 5th wave here to this point here, leaving this as wave 4 here. So one more move to the upside here. One of the little things that I noticed within here, this counts really nice as an ABC. So an A wave down to here, and then a B, then this is all the B wave here, but it would count as an A wave here, an A and a B and a C for the B wave, and then 5 waves up for the C wave here. So a nice A, B, and down for the C wave. Now C wave is in 5 waves, so it's a little bit odd here because I can count that we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 1, back for wave 2, and then considering all this as wave 3 here, then I would have expected wave 4 to be here, and then wave 5 to be down here. So yeah, I'm struggling to put wave 4 here because we don't have 5 waves finishing this off here. It's just, so this has really got to be over here. So we've either got yeah, so I mean this is over, this wave 1 here coming down here, this has been overlapped here now, so it does make it a bullish pattern here. So yeah, but I'm still 1 wave short here for this wave 4 here. If that's going to be the case, then we'll be looking for wave 5 to move up here. But as I mentioned, I know it's a lot of space for traders, so on, but I just think this is not the best long trade at this particular stage. We want this wave 1 to be in place, either here or here, and then we can look at moving in on this wave 2 here once this is completed here. So a couple of days to go with this. Yeah, the question is do you go long here? So I'd probably use this, keep it simple and use this trend line. And with trend lines, if it's going to you know, you want it to be support. So the normal, I have to draw over this side because I can't draw on this side of the price. But basically the market will move up, react at the trend line, then move up, and then come back and check it here. So really this is the long trade here. So when you get this pattern here sitting over here, that would be the long trade to trade up. And the target areas, well, 12,600 would be this old high here, so you want to go higher than that, so it would be the 50 here, 12,650. As I normally say, that the 700 here is important and the 600 here is important, but I find that the 650 will be the most important. So look, whichever way we look at it, we still want this wave 2 to play out here. And you know, even if I go back to this 1 hour chart here, and let's just say that the top is in play here as wave 1 here, would still need to see a decent correction to come back here, you know. So be very careful about what you got up here. Yeah, so maybe take, even on these long trades here, look to take take 70% up in this space here. Leave some skin in the game if you like, but it's this one over here that we're looking for. We need this pullback something. It may not pull all the way back down here. There'll be going to be a lot of support here, so the 12,400 might be the go, but at least if we can get a position in this space here around the 400 and then look to build on the 500 again here. So let's see how we go. If the 650 becomes the support, then I've got this count wrong and you'll need to go long from that point. So you would need to, if I can just copy that, we want to be here, we want to be here. But if this finds support up here, and you'll need the first high above the level, okay, so you want it to move up to here, react here, then find the first high above the level, then drop back, and then take the long trade to the upside. That's at the point we would know would be long, and then we would have to reassess this here as being this low here, which I've never really been happy with. Copying that here and putting that wave 5 here and looking at this as wave 1 and 2 here, but this is more like a triangle pattern here. So I've got problems here, but we're kind of getting through it the best we can, but we still need a retracement to come back here to get that. So moving on to the AEX, which will be in the same position here as well. In this instance here, just from the low here, we're looking at, I'll call this wave 1 and 2 here, and then 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, in line with the DAX. It's possible that that this wave 5 of 1 is already in play here, but then I want to see a bigger correction than this. You know, I want to see this reached here. If that one is going to go onto here, then this low here needs to be reached. Currently we've got an ABC here, so yeah, we just want to see a larger, we'll say this trend line breached here. We need to see a bigger correction. We need to see this ABC correction here. What I don't like about the way I've counted this, but it's in line with the DAX, is that, well, it's not in line with the DAX really, because on the DAX we've got this is the low over here. And in this case here we see that this is firmly the low here, and also too this wave 1 here is the length that it is, and this wave 3 here is the same length if not smaller, and wave 4 is also sort of touching on close to being overlapping this wave 1 here, making it a mistake, and then we're seeing a much longer, stronger wave 5 here. So there's something not quite right with all of this, but yeah, we'll just stay with it for the time being and look to go higher. Once this market gets itself into group 2 here with 65, 72 and 80, then we'll know that we're in a bullish point from there. But we're currently long in this if you want to take some profit here, because in one way or another we have to experience this ABC correction pulling back. And just to give you an idea on that, that would be from this low here. If I took this high here, then you can see that we're sort of way down in this space here. But there's obviously good support coming in at the 560 and 558 here, where it's more likely to be back here, but we don't know if we've got the top in play here just yet. So let's see if this market moves down and overlaps top of wave 1 here, then we know that we'll need to drift this, copy this and put this over here, and then we can look at the ABC pattern and then look to build in on that. So that's what we're really waiting for. And the FTSE, still, it's, yeah. If this market finds support on 7650, then we're bullish. It's got to find nice tested support on that. If it can't do that, then it's still open for this to move down deeper here, and looking at this as an A wave, a B wave, and 5 waves down for the C wave. Excuse me. Yeah, it's possible to have this in play here from wave B here down to wave C here. But also too, I know that this can be counted as an A and a B and a C wave to here, which I think there's one more little move on this, but yeah, and it can have one more move down here. I just don't know just yet. Let's just go to the hourly chart here. So this move here, I'm taking a conservative view here. So it's possible to have this as wave 3 here, an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave coming up here. I think that this is wave 1 and 2 here, and all of this is a third wave, a fourth wave here, and a fifth wave. I think we've still got a little bit more to go here. We can have that long trade in here. We can move that up into this space. We can move that up into here now because we don't want to see that breached. At least we got it to break even. Okay, that's something. But the trade will come if, copy that, if we get the first high above the level here. So that's what we're looking for. I'll just draw that out a little bit here. So we'll see the arrival, the reaction here in some way, the first high above the level, and then we'll see a corrective pattern. So if it's going to go up, we need that first high here. Yes, and then we can bring it down to the second high, and we can also bring it down to here as well. But it's not, I don't have that long trade set up, and this doesn't count very nicely here as 5 waves. It's more like 3 waves for the A wave. So yeah, I'm still unsure about this, but the 7650, halfway between 500 and 800, a nice balance point within this market here. We need that as support. Then we can look to being long here. If this does move down through here, then it's going to we'll see the MIB come down as well. And you know, it's with the AEX and the DAX, you know, once they finish their wave ones to the upside here and then have this ABC pattern here, then these markets, this could drop quite severely from here. And also too, the MIB here as well is struggling. So yeah, there's a couple of things here. Let me just label this here. I mean, you know that it's always been a struggle until, if we find support on 21,000, then I know that we're heading to the upside. Then that will be fine. But otherwise, all of this here, all of this particular move here can be a wave 4, and we'll be moving back down through here. So we have been long in here, but and you may have been stopped out, or you may still be in it. We just need to, I just don't, this pattern's not clear enough. It's like the FTSE, it's just not clear enough. But we were sort of heading in the right direction. This has gotten a bit weak here. This does appear to be in 3 waves here. So but normally we wouldn't get a 3-3-5 structure for wave 2 here. Normally from wave 1 to 2, the A wave would be 5 waves. It would be a zigzag pattern, an A wave in 5, 3 and 5. So yeah, look, as it stands at the moment, if you're not in this trade, that's fine. But if this high here is breached, then you can go long from there. So I'll just leave it at that for the time being. If we're going to go short, then we would definitely need to see the 500 here as the retested resistance, and then you can trade down into this space here. So that's all I've really got for this at the moment. I've looked at the cash market, I've gone over the tick chart. I just can't, it's just, some of this is just too messy, and I have to assume things, and that just makes an ass out of myself. So it's better to say I don't know, but if this point here is taken out, then we'll be on the long side. And if the 20,500 here becomes the resistance, then we'll have one more move down into this space here. We are looking for you know, a serious low to be in place coming back to this chart here. So all of this move down through here, we're looking at a low here. It's just that this move up here, I could count 5 waves being in play here, but I certainly understand that wave 4 here is really small. I mean, this looks more like a decent, you know, if I look at wave 2 here, then this one here looks okay here as a wave 4, you know, complicated, bigger and longer, nice long move here, this here, and so on. So Yeah, I'm just not out of the woods here yet for this. We don't have a trend, but I can say if this 500 becomes the resistance, then we can get down to 20, and then we'll get a strong bounce off of this because we're looking at the other markets around the American market being bullish, the European market, the DAX, and so on to start picking up with it as well. I just wonder if the MIB is going to be lifted by those markets, or it's going to finish this off here. I don't know. So just it's been a bit of a waiting game for this. Been a bit tricky since we've taken this on because we've been through this particular correction and we had a nice run down here, scored a few points, and now we're sort of struggling with this here. So once we get past this, we should be okay and on our way again. So it doesn't matter if this has to finish down here because then at least I know where we will be at that point. And if it does find support on here, I'll also know where we are as well. So we're just between a rock and a hard place at this point. Yeah, I'll just one more thing here too. I mean, we started to look at the German mid cap the other day and label it like this. So we're taking this trend line out here now, so being above here, so it's quite a bullish stance we've got for this particular market now. So hopefully that can lift the MIB up as well and the other European markets. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Cheers.